Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Bakire and this is Bakire's Mission. I'm so happy talking to you once again. I missed you. Yes, I did. And thank you for subscribing and liking the videos. The comments are awesome. Thank you so much. And if you haven't subscribed, kindly do and give us a thumbs up, tap the notification bell so that you're notified whenever we have something new for you. Your likes and you sharing the link with your friends and family, as subscribing, it helps us grow as a channel, and we want to grow together, so kindly do it. Thank you. And today I would like us to talk about the things you do not need to justify to anyone. And absolutely anyone. Unless it is a necessity. Unless it is something that you ought to do, like you must do. Okay? There are those things that you just don't feel like explaining and justifying, and maybe you're feeling guilty about it, but let's point out some of those things that you really don't have to justify to anyone, because these are things that tackle your life like so deeply, and they have a lot to do with your mental health, they have a lot to do with your development, and they literally affect the whole of your life. And if you keep justifying things now and then, it just doesn't help. It causes more harm, and you don't enjoy the journey of you doing it. And that point number one is who you love and why you love them. Don't justify why you love someone. You love them. Out of the millions and billions of people on this planet, your heart just chose that person. So why try so hard to explain to other people and justify why you actually love this person? Why? You see, I love him because this, I love her. Just don't break yourself. The heart wants what it wants. Okay? So our point number two is changing your career or direction in life. Don't justify this to anyone. This is something this is a decision, or this is something that you are doing to develop yourself, to develop your income, to develop your development itself. So why should you keep justifying? Maybe this is what you want to do, this is your passion, this is what you feel like you have ability to do, but because someone sees something else in you which might actually be better than what you see in yourself sometimes, but don't break yourself trying to justify it. Just don't. Unless you have to, then don't feel guilty about you not wanting to justify why you are changing your career or direction in life. Maybe you are leaving the employment world and you are venturing into a business, or you're changing from one business to the other. Just no need to justify it. If you've done your research and all, just justify it to yourself. And if you feel like you can do it and you actually want to do it, don't try to justify it. Just do it. Okay? Our point number three is ending a toxic friendship or relationship. Don't justify that. Don't. It was toxic in the first place. It wasn't good for your mental health. Meaning it wasn't good for your development. And it wasn't good for your entire life. So if you have decided to end it, don't try to justify it. Don't. Okay? The other point is the way you spend your free time. If you choose to spend your free time sleeping, and that's what gives you a peace of mind, well and good. If the other one chooses to spend their free time reading, like myself, I spend a lot of my free time reading novels, this and that. So that is me. I don't have to justify why I spend most of my free time reading. Okay? If you choose to spend your free time working out or listening to music, whatever choose to do, don't justify it. This has a lot to do with your mental health. Okay? Don't justify it. Unless what you are spending your free time into is something that is destructive, something that may destroy your life, and someone you are accountable to, let's say your spouse or your parent, wants you to justify your actions, then that's understandable, right? That's why I said, unless you have to, unless it's a necessity. But here we are talking about when the explanations are not called for or are not necessary, okay? Yeah. Our next point is how, I wrote them down here. Yes. How often and when you choose to take your breaks, like you want to relax a bit, how often you take. We are different, right? Maybe I can take 6-7 hours working, and I haven't rested, but that is me. Or maybe I can only do 2 hours and the other one can't. Unless you are explaining to your boss, let's say, and that is a necessity. We are not talking about when it's not necessary. Don't break yourself trying to explain to someone, you see, I have to rest now, I have to sleep at this time, I have to do this, I can't do this anymore, or maybe I've been working on something for so long and I really have to take a month off. I need a vacation for a week. I need to rejuvenate. So why should I be explaining myself to you about why I'm taking a break? Don't justify that, okay? And I think that is it. That's all I had for you today. But one more point, very important. How could I be wanting to leave this out? What you choose to prioritize. Yes, don't justify to anyone what you choose to prioritize in life. If I choose to prioritize my marriage, that's what I have chosen to. I don't need to explain to you why my marriage comes first in my life. Okay? If you choose to prioritize your job before anything else, why explain to anyone? If you choose to prioritize your ministry at church, why explain to anyone? Unless it is really called for. If you have chosen to prioritize books, like studies, your academic journey to anything, and you just don't want to think about things like marriage and children and all this, and this is what gives you a peace of mind, and you feel like this is your purpose, and why explain or why justify? We are on this journey of life together, yes, but everybody has their own roots. Your journey can't be my journey, his journey can't be your journey. You get it? So there are some things that you really do not need to justify in life, and you just have to let things be the way they are. And if you don't want to justify it, you don't have to feel guilty about it. Just let it be and make life simple for yourself. Like I said, these are things you do not need to justify unless you have to, unless it is a necessity. Okay? And that's all I had for you today. Thank you for loving Bakire's Mission. I am Mora Bakire once again. I love you. Stay blessed.